Representative Stephanie Barnard. We have just reached a critical deadline here in Olympia, known as House of Origin cutoff. Briefly, this is the point where bills must pass out of the chamber where they started. House bills out of the House and Senate bills out of the Senate, or they are likely dead for the year. This deadline does two things. It narrows the field of legislation we are considering, and it pulls back the curtain on the majority's true priorities. Now that the dust has settled, we can see exactly what is heading our way from the Senate. And the difference in our plans for Washington could not be more clear. While I'm fighting to make Washington a global leader in innovation and energy, we are facing proposals that would take us backward. The most dangerous of these is Senate Bill 6346. You've likely heard this described as a millionaire's tax. The sponsors claim it only targets the ultra-wealthy. But we need to look at what the bill actually does, not just what they say it does. This legislation builds the administrative machinery for a personal income tax in Washington state. It creates a brand new section of our legal code and establishes the bureaucracy needed to track and tax your income. Once that system is built and the door is opened, history tells us that it never stays shut. The tax threshold can and likely will be lowered by future legislatures to capture the middle class and small business owners. So a tax on anybody is a tax on everybody. Beyond the cost to your wallet, think about the cost to our economy. We are in a race for talent, investment, and new industries. When we threaten a state income tax, we are effectively hanging a closed for business sign out on our state. We are telling the next generation of innovators that their ideas are better off in Texas, Florida, or Tennessee. This is heartbreaking because we have valid, exciting economic tools right at our fingertips that are being ignored. I introduced House Joint Memorial 4016 to declare Washington's intent to lead the world in advanced nuclear energy. The U.S. Department of Energy is looking for a home for a new nuclear life cycle innovation campus. This isn't just about power generation. It's about the entire life cycle of nuclear fuel, from creation to recycling. The Tri-Cities has the workforce, the scientific expertise, and the community support to host this. It would bring family wage jobs and solidify our region as the clean energy capital of the world. That's the kind of project we should be prioritizing. Instead, we saw two of my key economic bills die at cutoff, bills that were designed to bring money directly into Washington state, not tax it out of your pockets. One of those was my legislation to establish a strategy for quantum computing. This technology is going to revolutionize everything from medicine to cybersecurity. And other states are already building hubs for this. Washington is risking being left behind. The other bill was my matched bill. This legislation was a common sense way to help our communities secure federal grants. Right now, Washingtonians pay federal taxes, but we often miss out on getting that money back for research and development because we lack the state matching funds required by those federal grants. My bill would have fixed that, leveraging private and philanthropic dollars to bring that federal investment home. These bills represented a vision of growth, abundance, and leadership. But because they didn't pass and the income tax bill did, we are seeing a clear statement of priorities. The current direction favors penalizing success over fostering innovation. It favors growing the government's tax base over growing the private sector's potential. I believe Washington deserves better. We should be rolling out the red carpet for the nuclear sector, the quantum pioneers, and the researchers who will solve the problems of tomorrow. We should not be building new tax schemes that burden our residents and scare away opportunity. So as we move forward into the second half of this session, I will continue to fight against an income tax and fight for the projects that built a stronger and more prosperous future for the 8th District. Thank you so much for listening. It is an honor to continue serving you.